What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? It's the Power Over Everything podcast. This is episode 3, and I'm your host, the one, the only, Mr. Amazing, Mr. African Amazing, Paul. What's the deal? Man, we gotta listen. We got a great show in store for the day. We got a great show. I'm telling you, when you finish listening to this episode, my goal is that you feel a lot better about yourself and the things that's going on around you when this episode is over. I want you to feel inspired. I want you to feel empowered. And I want you, when you're done, I want you to feel so empowered you go to the mirror and go, I got this. But let's get into it, man. Let's get into it. First off, let me do this because, right now, we're in it's an interesting, let me see. There's a lot going on in the world right now. And one of the events that's impacting a lot of people right now very hard, especially social media, especially really the world, not just social media, YouTube, everywhere, is the news, is the tragic, very tragic passing of the world's one of the world's greatest basketball players, Kobe Bryant. Very, very, very sad situation, extremely sad. And I was posting on my Facebook today, I didn't realize that Kobe Bryant was only 41 years old. I'm not going to sit and act like I was one of his biggest fans, or I was even a basketball enthusiast. I like basketball. I tried to play in high school, and I played recreational at different parks, and I was very competitive while playing. But I couldn't tell you the stats of none of the players. I can't even tell you who's the top team right now. And I know about the stars, I know about LeBron and some of the high figures, but I don't know everybody's stats. I'm not an enthusiast. But I will say this, I was aware of who Kobe Bryant was because the level of the game that he played. He took the game very serious, and he played at the highest level. And I listened to a lot of motivational videos that was, it was that he was doing, and very inspiring stuff, And you don't even got to be a basketball enthusiast. When you see a person, work hard all their life, and achieve a net worth of $500 million, pretty much self-made person, and you see the impact that they have on the world, and that person passes, it is sad. It has to move you in a certain way, especially at 41 years old, very young, man. Life just really getting started, and all that he achieved up to that point, and for it to just be, for him to go out the way that he did, it's just a very sad thing. And even just knowing about it should do something to you on the inside to say life is short, man. And it's unpredictable. You just don't know. You could be here today and you could be gone today. You just don't know. So one of the things I would say, and it's kind of sad to say that death inspires us, you know what I'm saying? But it does do something to us on the inside. Like it gives us a wake-up call, like, yo, you got to do what you're going to do now. Stop waiting. Stop pretending like you got forever. You don't know when your time is up. So whatever you want to do, whatever you plan on doing, whatever you're inspired to do, whatever dreams that you got in your mind, act on them now. And let go of the pettiness. Forgive the family members. I don't mean you got to deal with them, but forgive them. If you have bad relationships, if you've done somebody wrong, apologize. State your side to them. If somebody done you wrong, they don't want to apologize, let it go. Let them live. Because you just don't know, man. You just don't know. And, they say if you go to a nursing home and talk to some of the people there that's on their way out, they've lived a long time and they headed out, and you listen to some of their regrets. Some of their regret, the most popular regrets is, one, they didn't go after their dreams like they really wanted to. 2, they cared too much what other people thought about them. That's a deep one. Because you got to ask yourself, how often do the opinions of others guide your movement? Now, this ain't the topic of my podcast, but since I'm here, I'm going to talk about it. How often do the opinions of others guide your movement? How often do the opinions of others stop you from doing something that you want to do because you're afraid of how somebody else is going to look at you, how the world is going to look at you, how your friends is going to look at you, or who's going to be judging you. So you kind of live in this box and you do your best just to fit in, just to coast, and just to get by. You become a spectator of life. You know, I believe it was Bruce Lee had a saying that said, if you hold your head high, people are going to judge you. If you hold your head forward, you will fit in. And if you hold your head down, people will walk all over you and stomp on you. If you're going to be on earth, you might as well hold your head high and do what it is that you want to do. Live the life that you want to live. Do your thing. If you're going to, when death comes to get you, when death comes knocking at the door and says, for me, it's, Paul, Fonzo, it's time, buddy. It's time for you to roll. Your time is up, daddy. It's time for you to, we got plans. Let's go. At least it finds me dancing to the beat of my drum. Whatever beat I'm playing, it finds me dancing to that beat. Not to somebody else's beat, not to the beat of my friend's beat, not to the beat of, people's opinions, people's judgments, to my beat. Let it find you dancing to your beat, whatever that beat is, all right? So that's enough for that. Again, it's a sad, it's a sad situation, the Kobe situation. In fact, let's do this out of respect. Out of respect, because that man did accomplish a lot. But from the day that I was born to 41 years old, a lot. Worth $500 million. Let's do this. Let's have, because I believe his main number was number 8. Let's have an 8-second moment of silence and respects to Kobe Bryant, his legacy, and what he's done, and people that he's inspired. It's only right. Let's have a moment of silence. All right. That's we did. I feel like we did our part. And again, it's a sad situation, but live your life, man. Something you want to do, go out and do it. Something you want to try, go out and try it. Life is short. I think it was Les Brown that said, life is unpredictable. You got to eat the dessert first. But listen, this episode 3. On last episode, I had a guest, Candy, and we talked about empowering him and empowering her. How, if you with somebody, you want to empower your partner, and the importance of it. The importance of speaking life into your partner and giving them that verbal strength and that verbal communication to help, give them the energy and the motivation that they could, need to move forward with life, right? But on this episode, right, we're going to talk about empowering, but we're going to talk about empowering a different person. We're going to talk about empowering the most important person in your life. See, in life, a lot of people and a lot of things around you are going to change. You may not always be around the same friends you had when you was younger. You may not live in the same town. You may not be in the same relationship you had years ago when you was a kid or, elementary school. I started dating elementary school. I was early. But you might not be in that relationship. So your relationships is going to change. Your friendships is going to change. You're going to get new friends. You're going to, communication with old friends is going to fall back some. So the people around you is going to change. You're going to move into different houses. You're going to change cars. You're going to change environments. You're going to change hairstyles. You're going to change clothes, shoes. You're going to make a lot of changes in your life. But there's only one person that's going to be with you forever until your death day comes. And that person is the person we're going to talk about empowering today. Who's that person? That person is yourself. You are going to be with you for the rest of your time you're on this earth. And it sucks to be on this earth and knowing you got to be with you and not have the ability to empower yourself and push yourself beyond some of your probably limits. They say sometimes the best things you're going to hear about yourself are the things that you say to yourself. The most important relationship you will have on this planet is the relationship you have with yourself. Because if you don't like yourself, can't nobody fix that. Can't nobody like you for you. Now, them liking you may make you feel good and for a second, for a moment. But if you've been in a relationship, and more than likely, if you're watching this, you've been in a few relationships, you've had dealings with people, you know their liking is short-lived. It's going to be a moment they like you. It's going to be minutes they may do something that you may feel like they don't like you, you know? And you don't feel the best about yourself. You're relying on their likeness. You got to like yourself. A hell of a lot. Not just a little bit. A lot. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Empowering yourself and liking yourself. You got to develop a dope relationship with you. Because trust me, even trying to get in a relationship with another person, if you don't like you, how are you going to convince them to like you? You can't be mad at them if they decide they don't like you if you don't like you. But if you like yourself, if you speak dope things to yourself, it'll show up in everything that you do. Because the way you do one thing is the way you do another thing. And when you step out into this world, people can see that you have a dope relationship with yourself. Now, some people may call you too cocky, arrogant, whatever they may say. People are going to judge you again because you got your head high up. But partners, the opposite sex, whether, if you're girl watching guys, if you're a guy watching girls, can see that you like yourself. And they want to be aligned with people that like themselves. I want some of that. He like himself. She like herself. Look at the way she carry herself. Man, let me tell you something. Ain't nothing more attractive to me than a woman you can tell likes herself. That shit is attractive. And ladies, I know if you're watching, you can say the same thing. Ain't nothing more attractive than a man who like himself. Than a man who got confidence in himself. That's a woman's kryptonite. A man's kryptonite is the woman's beauty, looks, and her aura. Whew. Her body. A woman's kryptonite is a man with confidence. Confidence is her confidence will make her bow. You want to make her submit? Up the level of confidence. Believe in yourself so much that she ain't got no choice but to believe in you. Believe in yourself so much she may come in your life and say, he ain't going nowhere, but I want to go. I drop my headphones. But for real, man. Believe in yourself so much that woman look at you and go, man, this fella is going nowhere. But he's going nowhere so confident. I'm going to catch a first class ticket. You got to like yourself, man. You got to like yourself. I'm going to tell you a quick story, right? I remember I was in junior high school. Middle school. Okay, middle school. I was like in 7th grade, right? And I remember I started a new school. And I remember going to the school. And I remember seeing this girl that, oh my goodness, she was it. Like, I remember when I first seen her, I was like, oh my goodness, I gotta have her. I'm like, oh man, I gotta have her. She was the one, baby. Oh man. And I remember seeing her, during the course of the day, I would see her, we would see past each other switching classes, and I'm thinking, I gotta have her. But I ain't never seen her to her. I would never say nothing to her, man. I was shook. Because in my head, she was like above me. Because, she looked amazing. She was always smiling, had her friends around. She was the leader of her friends. She just looked like, she was like the one to me, And I wanted her. I wanted her bad. But I could never seem to develop the confidence to let her know that. Excuse me. I could never just go up to her and say, hey, what's up? I'm into you. I could never seem to develop that confidence, right? I was nervous, And so I had a plan. I'm like, you know what? I got a plan. Back then, letters was big. So I said, you know what? I'm going to write her a letter. And I'm going to put all of my feelings in this letter. And when she read this letter, I promise you, she'll be mine, baby. She'll be mine. She ain't got no choice. Them words is going to hit her. She gonna be like, come here, daddy. Right? So I go home. I got a plan. I'm focused. I got to write this letter. This was big to me, man. This was big to me. This letter was big. So I went home, and I, did my homework or whatever. Some of it, I was really doing homework then. Right? So I put on my R&B jams. Now, back then, you want to write the ill letter, you got to put the R&B jams. And I put my Dru Hill on, If you don't know a song that is just by me doing that, you might be too young to watch this podcast. Word. So I got the song going, right? So my pen is going. I ain't gonna front, I stole some of the words they were saying. But I'm writing my letter, right? I'm getting it in. I'm writing it down, and I'm like, yeah. Ooh. And I'm writing. The music inspired. I got it on repeat, and it's playing over and over, and thoughts is coming, ideas is coming. Before you know it, I got a 4-page letter, baby. You gotta do the fancy folding. I think I drew her name and, graffiti and all that. A couple of some graphics on there and folded it real nice and real good. And 2, put my name and for her, my crush. That's what I put for my crush. I read back then you had to write letters. You would write like, date, mood, song, time, subject, right? So I had my letter, baby. I had my letter. And I said, I'm going to give her this letter tomorrow. So that night, right? I go, oh, wait a minute. Before I give her this letter, I got to get my outfit. So I went in, I went looking around for my best. I didn't have the flyest clothes back then because, Moms wasn't bringing in a lot of breasts, so she couldn't buy us the best of the best. But I had some type of clothes, so I was going to put together the best outfit I had because I needed that outfit because I was going to give her this letter. And I couldn't give her that letter in my bummy outfit, so I had to put me a nice outfit together, right? So I'm like, come on, babe. I put my outfit together, I'm washing my sneakers, I got my toothbrush and my soap. We didn't have all this fancy stuff they got today. I had the toothbrush and the Dawn, right? And I'm getting my sneakers right. And I'm still playing my song. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about, right? So I'm playing my song and I'm like, yes, baby, tomorrow is the day. I'm going to give her this letter. And my life is going to change once I give her this letter. The things that's serious to us in elementary school period, high school, elementary school, middle school, middle school. The things that's so serious to us, that letter was serious, man. I'm telling you, that letter was serious. You might know, you probably wrote some letters. So I got my letter, right? And I could barely sleep that night. Because all I'm thinking, I'm going to give her this letter. And when I give her this letter, she's going to be mine, baby. The girl of my dreams. And I'm looking at my outfit. I'm in the mirror practicing how I'm going to give her this letter. I'm going to have this. Let me just go like this. Excuse me. I can't do that. Hey, yo, excuse me. Got something for you. Oh, that was smooth. Right now, I said, yo, I got to make my voice deeper. Like I said, I'm a little smoother. So I got a tap on the shoulder. She turn around. Hey. I'm like, excuse me. I got something for you. I think you might like it. Woo! I was ready. I was ready. So I get up in the morning, I get my outfit on. I got up probably about 4 hours earlier, than I normally do. I was ready, got my clothes on. I'm outside waiting for the bus. I was the only one there because the bus came 2 hours later, and it was actually on time. I was just a little early because I was ready to give my letter. So I'm talking to myself, hey, today's the day, baby. We're going to give her this letter. I get on the bus. Thinking about it, people talk, I can't listen to them, I gotta give this letter. And I got off the bus, and all of a sudden, this nervousness just came over me. Like this weird nervousness. Like, what the heck is going on? I just felt nervous. Hands started getting sweaty, almost got the letter wet because of my hand. And who do I see? Once I got off the bus, going to the cafeteria, who do I see walking with a guy with his arm around her? The girl. I was crushed. Oh my goodness, I was crushed. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me, really? No way. And I got my letter. I had to empower myself in that moment. I had to have a talk with myself because I was crushed. She's got a dude. He got his arms around her. I was hurt. I wanted to go up to him and fight. He looked like he was bigger than me, though. I didn't think I would win. So I had to chill. Yo, I had my letter. I had to talk to myself, man. Because I went to the bell rung, I went to class, and I couldn't think. I couldn't focus. I'm like, I can't believe this. I can't believe this, man. I spent all this time in this letter, and this dude walking around, my girl, with he got his arm around her. This ain't right, man. So I raised my teacher. I had to go to the bathroom. I had to have a talk with myself. This is important right here. Because there's going to be times in life that you got to have a talk with yourself. Things ain't going to go as you plan. And you're going to have to stop and have a chat get yourself together. So I go into the bathroom. I'm like, come on, wait a minute. You said you was going to do something. And despite the obstacles, Daddy, you're going to do it. Somebody was in the store pooping. I'm like, wow, perfect spot to empower yourself, right? But I had to keep going. And I'm like, you're going to do this. You're going to give her that letter. I don't care who he is. He doesn't matter. You matter. Your letter matter. Now you prepared for this and you're going to go in there and give her that letter like you're supposed to do, like we practice. Let's go. You want something, you go after it. It's yours. You deserve it. Let's go get it. I was ready. I'm going to get that girl. I'm going to give her this letter to get her. So I leave out the bathroom. I think my man in the store is like, that's right. Give her the letter. So I leave out the bathroom. I go back to class and I'm sitting, I'm ready. When this bell ring, I'm going to go find her. I'm going to give her this letter. So that bell rung. I'm going to pace him through the halls. I'm looking for him. Boop. So I'm going to go back to class and look my second bell. I'm like, come on, man. I didn't get to find the girl. I didn't get to give her this letter. So I'm sitting in class, but I'm inspired. I'm ready. I'm going to give her this letter. Bell rings again. Class ends. Walk down the hall. Try to go out see the locker at. Who do I see by their locker and they're getting their books? The girl. This is my chance. And I started walking. About nervous as hell. Arms sweaty. Shaking. Hand like I got the letter. I'm like this. But I'm going to give her this letter. Closer I got. Man, I looked like I had a fan in my hand. And I got close to him. I'm like, excuse me. Yo, my voice is my voice disappeared over like, so, excuse me, I got something for you. She was like, who's that? I said, it's from my homeboy. And I gave her the letter. It had my name on it, right? And I was like, better I'm fine. So I said, my name was on the letter, so I gave it to her. And man, I felt so good giving her that letter. I felt like, you just don't know. I felt good. I go back to class and I'm studying. I did my homework that night. Now I don't gotta wait I'm hoping I get a letter back. The next few periods I ain't getting them, but I wasn't worried about the letter back. The task was getting her the letter. So now, the next day she came, she gave me a letter. She let me know, the guy was her boyfriend and all of that. And, she's like, I really think you're a nice guy and you're very nice looking. And I just got a boyfriend right now and I'm a loyal kind of female. And maybe when we're done, maybe me and him break up, maybe we can talk. And I appreciate, the letter, very nice word. A little bullshit. I was like, hey, whatever. I didn't care. It was weird, right? I wanted to let her know. See, I learned something. It wasn't about her, it was about me and me. The relationship I was having with me. Because I almost didn't do it because of the obstacle. See, again, in life, there's going to be things that you want to do. Or that you say you're going to do. And the minute it seems like you're about to step forth to do it, something comes up and it seems like it stops you from doing it. It's at that moment that you got to talk to yourself the most. Because if you don't properly talk to yourself, meaning talk to yourself to push yourself to do it, you're going to talk yourself out of doing it. And you already had enough past experiences to back up not doing it. It's like this little voice will come in your mind and go, you remember last time you wanted to do it, right? You ain't do it. Remember last time you backed out? You like backing out. Remember last time you tried to do that, stick on that diet? You ain't stick to that diet. You messed up. Remember last time you tried to save that money? Yeah, what happened? Yeah, you spent that money. You don't know how to save no money. Remember last time you thought that relationship was going to be the one? Yeah, look at you now. You got to tell that voice, shut up! I got to do this. I have to do this. I'm going to do this. I deserve to do this. And that starts by the way that you talk to yourself. The way that you empower yourself. You have to empower yourself past your limits. Whatever those limits may be. You'll know it because you'll want to do something, and that feeling will come up, and it'll try to stop you from doing it, prevent you from doing it. Or that obstacle will all of a sudden show itself. And usually it shows itself at the worst time it could possibly show itself. And when it shows itself, it shows its ass too. You be like, damn. I think they call that Murphy's Law. The worst possible thing can happen at the worst possible time. In the worst possible way. It happens all at that one time. And you gotta talk to yourself and say, come on. I can do this. I'm going to do this. I have to do this. I must do this. Even if it's something simple like going to the gym. You got to develop that relationship with yourself, though. That relationship with yourself that you can trust yourself. And you know that you have your best interest at heart. And that faith is guiding you, not your fears, not your mistakes, not your past. And you might not have nobody growing up to tell you or to empower you or to teach you how to empower yourself. So sure, this might not be something you know how to do. Or the few times that you've tried, things didn't go right. Or you went back and reverted into your old habits or old ways anyway. And I know I used the example of just something that's given a letter, but again, it wasn't about the letter to the girl. It was about the relationship I was having with myself, my ability to make myself do something despite of what the obstacle, whatever it is, may be. And it shows up in every area of my life. I had the same situation in the gym. Going in there's bigger guys than me. And I'm like, come on, man. I don't have the best genetics. I don't have the best genetics. I wasn't like this naturally just big diesel guy or just you ever see these young kids, they just be naturally ripped. They could go in the gym for 3 minutes and all of a sudden they big. I didn't have those genetics. I had to work. And it was easy to be like, man, come on, man, you ain't got the body for bodybuilding. You ain't got the body for all that. Just chill, you good. Don't worry about all that. Now, I want it, and I'm going to, I go to the gym because I want it to look a certain way. And that's another thing. When you develop the relationship with yourself, you can accept what's for you. And you learn to accept who you are. See, a lot of times, we can look at other people's blessings or what other people is doing. And if we're not careful, we'll try to do that or look like that or be that. It's like if I watch somebody sling a basketball real nice or whatever, now all of a sudden I want to play basketball. Or if I see somebody, say like you may see somebody online buy a certain car or do certain things, and now you want to do those things as well. Because you're hoping to get the feedback from what they did. The same feedback or the same feeling. But it may not be what's for you. It's hard to like yourself if you're trying to be someone else. Or be like someone else, to have what someone else has. You have to know yourself and fall in love with yourself. And I've made that mistake plenty of times. I've watched characters or watched people and I figure if I do it, if I act like them, I'll get that result. No. Temporarily you'll get a buzz and you get this inspirated feeling like, yeah, it's going to work. But eventually it doesn't work. The plan falls to pieces because you can't pretend but for so long. And again, it may not be who you are. I have the body for bodybuilding. I may not want to be a bodybuilder. I want to do what they do. And I have the frame or whatever. But I could look nice for me. I could do what I can do. Or what I want to do. You have to find what's right for you. Even you may say, well, I don't like you'd be surprised people don't like themselves. You gotta fall in love with you. If there's something about you don't like, I think that, what's the serenity prayer? God grant me the serenity to accept the things I cannot change and give me the courage to change the things I can't, and the wisdom, here's the powerful part, the wisdom to know the difference. If there's something about you don't like and you can't change, fall in love with it, fall massively in love with it. Why not? It's going to be there the rest of your life, man. Okay, if you don't like your nose, sure, you can go buy another nose. Yeah, Michael Jackson did it. I know a couple other celebrities did it. Plastic surgery is becoming a thing. But that don't help them like themselves even more. In fact, they become more destructive. Because you're trying to fix the outside without fixing the inside. If you fix the inside, everything on the outside changes. If you get the relationship with yourself right, you'll be able to get the relationship with your health right. You'll be able to get the relationship with your money right. You'll be able to get the relationship with your partner right. Everything will change, but you got to get you right. It starts with you, as within, so without. As above, so below. But what's going on in here is going to show up out here. And if you don't like what's going on out here, you got to change what's going on in here. The world is a mirror reflection of you. You are the creator of your world. Can't nothing weaken you without your permission first. You give the permission to your pain, not physical pain. If you get hit by a rock or something, yeah, that's some physical pain, okay. But emotional pain, mental pain, you give those things permission to do so. You gotta strengthen the relationship you have with you. And it starts by empowering yourself. Telling yourself on a day, every single day. Every day. You may say every day? Yes, every day. Why do you take a shower every day? Because you want to cleanse your body of dirt and dead skin in the ground from the day before. You got to clean your mind and your soul, your spirit of all the negativity, of all the doubts, of all the limitations of your past, of your upbringing, of your other past partners, past relations. You got to cleanse yourself every day. Cleanse your mind, empower your spirit. Say, today is my day. I am amazing. I am somebody. I am enough. I deserve it, damn it. I want an amazing life, and I deserve to have an amazing life. I am not the mistakes of my past. I am not what I came up short on. I am not my flaws, my defects. I am what I learned from them. And that makes me powerful. That's how you got to talk to yourself. Get in the mirror. Get in the mirror and talk to yourself. I deserve the best life has to offer me. I deserve greatness. I deserve excellence. I deserve an abundance of money flowing to and from my life. That's the thing I'm pretending is the mirror. I deserve amazing health. I deserve to feel energetic. I deserve to love my body. I can change what I can change, but if it's something I can't change, I can fall in love with it. And if I fall in love with it enough, somebody else will fall in love with it as well. Because a person can't love what you hate. You gotta love it. And if you love it and they don't, they ain't the ones for you. But there's somebody out there, because love is addictive. There's nothing more contagious than love. And when you love yourself, it's contagious. People see it. People feel it, and they want to be a part of it. But it starts by you looking in that mirror and loving yourself and empowering yourself and letting you know you are worth it. You are important. You feel me? I'm getting excited. But that's what it's about, man. You got to empower yourself. That's the start. The relationship you have with yourself is the start of everything around you. Improve that relationship. I swear, everything around you changes. Living Testament. Everything around you changes. Life is getting better and better every day in every way. So start there. Empower yourself. Improve the relationship you have with yourself. Work on it every day. And I'm going to keep putting up videos, putting up quotes and everything to help and assist, because I got to do it to myself as well, because I get challenged like there's no tomorrow. But I'm never going to give up on me. And if you're watching the video, I'm not going to give up on you. And if you never give up on you, I'm here for you as well. And that's what's going down. So I'm going to wrap this episode up. This is episode 3. Hopefully I said something that you can get value from, that inspires you, that motivates you, that pushes you, that gives you more power to take on tomorrow. And remember, the relationship you have with yourself is the most important relationship in this world. And what you say to you matters more than what anything in this world can say. Any TV, any radio, any person. It's what you say to you. Make sure that conversation you have with you is powerful. And until next time, remember, you are more powerful than you think you are. Now, if you're watching this on YouTube, go ahead and like the video. And if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I promise you, it's my duty, it's my soul. I think the episodes are getting better and better, episode by episode. But I'm going to do my duty to make sure every time I get on this microphone, I bring you value. It's not about me, it's about you. That's my promise to you. That when the video is over, you feel more inspired, you have a little more knowledge, you have a little more strength, a little more courage than you did before you press play. And I promise you, every week is going to get better and better and better. And if you believe what I'm saying, and you trust that I'll stick to my word on that, you'll let me know by hitting that subscribe button. But until next time, remember, again, you're more powerful than you think you are. Peace.
You got power, you got power.